This episode is sponsored by Stingray Tattoo Supply. Take your shop to the next level with our premium hydraulic barber chairs built for comfort, durability, and smooth performance. Perfect for barbers and tattoo artists who demand the best. Sleek, sturdy, professional. Get yours today at stingraytattoo.net. This is the chairman and the artist, where vision meets creation. Let's talk. And we are back for another episode of The Chariot and the Artist. In today's episode, we just gonna try and catch up on what the fuck's going on. We kind of realized getting into this podcast thing is gonna be the difficult part. Is gonna be getting guests. You know, luckily we got me and each other. We got each other to bullshit and talk and get our frustrations out. You know. Let people know what's going on in the world of the chairman and the artist.
Hello guys, this is Vaca from Graffiti City, here with my sensei, Mr.
Don't say partner, fuckers. When you use the word partner, people are gonna think we're doing other stuff. You know?
We went to go get a job and like, this is my partner.
They looked at us like we were gay. Apparently, the word partner doesn't apply to business anymore. You got to say business partner.
Raph is very flamboyant.
I'm not flamboyant. I just get the attentions of the gays. One way or another, I always do.
Let me throw away this gum.
Well, we just came back from trying to get some guests for today. We couldn't get a guest. This is the 9th episode of. Hopefully, we're trying to do this 12 episodes so we could, I guess, get some to the next level. You know, and no money, just next level.
No money.
And then we're supposed to get like 10,000 followers or 10,000 views or 10,000 something. But it's going to be thousands and thousands of fucking people we have to reach before we can even make money on monetizing.
Or you guys got to watch the video over and over again.
Would that work?
I'm sure it will. Like, damn, these supposed to be watching hella.
I don't know. If that would work, then I guess I could sit home and replay over and over, but that would not count, man. I want a real audience checking us out or real people, you know, so that way we can get to the next level.
But I mean, I watched Born in East LA 4 times in a row.
Yeah, but that's a movie, homie. That's like me watching over and over Lord of the Rings or some of these other movies, you know. Those always, you can never stop watching those. Or when you scroll into TV and then there's The Godfather, it's like, oops, hold on, there's somebody gonna get killed in this one. Yeah, The Godfather is not easy to skip by.
Is that the one where they say, "Don't look at me, little puppet"?
No, that's American Me. That was American Me. You're confusing the Mexican mafia with the Italian mafia. The Godfather is the Italians. You know, it's a I don't know when Mr. Godfather came out, but I think it's back in the 70s. You know, that's when the first one, the second. You ever watch that movie? The Godfather?
I think I have. I just remember bits and parts of it.
After you watch that movie, for some reason, you kind of feel Italian, you know, and you want to go get some spaghetti and go hang out with the Italian restaurant. Then you
go to the Olive Garden.
Then you realize, oh shit, fuck it, I'm just Mexican. What the fuck am I doing? But yeah, it's a fucking pretty badass fucking movie, you know, the Godfather. I like the Godfather 2.
Oh, that's the one where he's talking out of like his cheek. He's got a big old cheek and he's talking out like.
Yeah, that's what's his name, Marlon Brando.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah, well,
I couldn't deal with the voice. Fuck, man. I could tell you're wearing a fucking golf ball.
He actually, I guess he's recognized big time for that role right there in that movie, homie.
Well, I gotta watch it now. I just watched Born in East LA. I'm telling you, I just watched it. Like,
Well,
holy
try
shit.
and go back a little more in time. There's more movies before that. You ever watch
Before Transformers, fool, there was
Before
other,
Transformers,
there was other movies.
Yeah.
It's not just fucking the Avengers.
One movie that I also recommend that is pretty cool to watch, but interesting is Sling Blade.
No.
Sling Blade is a pretty cool one. That's where the guy goes, taters. You want tater tots? It's Billy Bob Thornton. And we watched that fucking movie. I couldn't even see that it was Billy Bob Thornton playing the character because he looked so different in that fucking movie, you know. And then I realized, holy shit, that's Billy Bob, you know.
Check it out.
Yeah, that motherfucker can morph in movies. When it comes to movies, seeing him in different movies is pretty amazing how versatile that actor is, you know. Watch it. It's called Sling Blade.
Sling Blade.
It's about
A blade that slings.
well, it's a guy that gets a blade and tells the other guy, I'm ready to kill you with this sling. Whack! Whack! It just starts whacking on me, you know. You gotta watch it because it's not a spoiler alert, you know. You just can't wait to hear that part. Like, what are you gonna do with that? I reckon I'm gonna kill you with it.
Mm-hmm.
Whack! Yeah, it's fucking crazy, oh, it's fucking badass fucking film. Robert Duvall is in it. He plays a character in there, and you hear the story of what happened to Guy and why he ended up in a mental place. He was a mental guy. He ended up in a mental place, you know. But you listen to the treatment that was done on this kid. You're like, well, no wonder the motherfucker ended up in a mental place. That's fucked up. That's inhumane what was done to him, you know. But it's pretty good. It's got a love story to it, you know, and he's got this little kid that he met, so he actually protects the little kid or doesn't want that kid to go through the same kind of craziness that he got through. So, you know, and you can see that kid has got some shitty ass father or stepfather or something treating him. So he's like, not good. Yeah, it's fucking trippy. Yeah, you gotta watch it. Once you watch it, and you hear some of the fucking words that he says, you're gonna remember like the word tater tots, you know. But anyway, good movie. Watch it. We went into movie review for some reason, but actually what we need out there is we need more guests. So if you live in the Reno Sparks area or Sacramento, or you're coming by Reno and if you want to stop by and do a guest spot with us and tell us what kind of lifestyle you've been living or any crazy stories that you need to get out so people can listen to them, check us out, the chairman and the artist, or look us up on Instagram. I'm under Stingray Tattoo. What's your Instagram?
Graffiti City NV.
That's you can find Vaca at Graffiti City MV. You can find me on Instagram on Stingray Tattoo. On TikTok, I'm under the Tattoo Chair Supplier. So if you guys can look us up and follow us, and you can send us messages through there, and then we can arrange for anybody to do a podcast. You know, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, please hit us up.
We're
Hit up Rav, hit up the website.
We're gonna keep going on this. You know, right once we get our episodes, we're probably gonna slow down to one episode a week, or maybe 2 episodes a week, depending how slow or how busy we are in our projects. Right now, we ain't got shit going. So if anybody needs a mural, hit us up. Actually, I do have some shit going. I got my chair, homie.
Hell yeah, we got
a chair that I'm 80% down on it. I'm actually gonna let the client know, give him an update today. And
who is the client? Can we say the client's name from where? Where is it going?
This one is going to Tucson. Anyway, I just ran into a fucking situation which I should alert and let anybody that has a tattoo chair or a chariot tattoo chair. When you're charging, your charging cord. In the end, it has a little cap to keep the metal. You don't want that little metal piece to hit any part of the chair because it could cause a short. So, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, just send me a quick message. But I need to alert people that a short could happen, and I want to avoid it. So I think I'm going to just send an email to everybody that has one of my chairs,
Yes.
and let them know that there's a little concern here and it's something to look out for. I think that'll be the best way.
Yeah.
But also, hopefully somebody's listening to this and
Get AI to type it up.
should I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get AI to type it up, and then I'll include some pictures of what they need to do or what should be concerned. But yeah, I guess I can say I have my first RICO little incident. Not a RICO, it's just something to be aware of and something that we need to protect. It will cause smoky all over your chair. It can look pretty scary. These people sent me a picture of one of them smoking at a time. It looked like a fucking, what do you call it, one of those custard seeds where there was fog everywhere, but it was smoke from the plastic. And it must have stunk up the place pretty bad,
Yeah, it looked like they were doing a ritual.
But once I found out what the problem was and how it happened, I think I need to let everybody be aware of it. I'm going to see if hopefully in the future I can also make a quick little video and include it in the end of this podcast or something. Make a quick little video what not to do or what to do on that part, or how to kind of protect it so it doesn't happen to your chair. And if it does, call me or send me a message, and I'll be glad to help you out with it. It's an easy fix. It looks scary.
Phone, that doesn't work.
Oh fuck yeah! And my phone does it's out of order right now. I'm still waiting on my plane to come through. So I'm really, really sorry for anybody that's out there.
Emails are best.
Yeah, or send me a message through Instagram or Facebook if you got me on Facebook. On Facebook, you can find me as Stingray Tattoo or Rafael Reyes. It should pop up a little red table with Rafael Reyes, because there's thousands and thousands of Rafael Reyes, on Facebook, Instagram, on the phone book, So look for the little red table, and then that's me, and then send me a message if you need to. Or if anybody needs to purchase a chair or a tattoo tabaret, a table, please do visit the website stingraytattoo.net. I need to make some sales. I need to pay some bills. Life is a little hard right now, and you gotta provide for the wife and the family. And I got my grandkids moving in with us, so I gotta look like I'm providing for my family. I can't keep suffering like I've been. How's your side going, Vaca? What's going on in the art world?
Oh, it's fucking booming.
Oh yeah, you got some pending murals, huh? What's going on there?
Yeah, hopefully we could get those finalized and pushed through with the city.
Where are these gonna be? How many? What do you got lined up, or what do you got pending?
Well, we got 3 of them. We got hopefully. I'm in the race. Let's say that I'm in the race to get a mural with other artists. We're competing neck to neck.
Neck to neck.
Yeah, we use knives and fucking. It's like the final
knives.
The final artist.
Everybody shows up with their palette knives to start mixing their pigment and start mixing
ready to fight
their oils and everything.
But yeah, we you turn in and if you're an artist, if you're a local artist, hit us up and let us know if you want to fucking be part of that stuff, because I didn't know. I just figure shit out. Sometimes you ask the right people and they guide you through it. But I didn't know there was a thing to get murals and to get jobs. But yeah, right now we have a mural with hopefully with Fernley and Winnemucca.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Winnemucca and Fernie.
And Sparks too. We got some of those boxes.
What about
Reno.
what about what Lake Tahoe did? What's going on with that one?
There's one in Tahoe, yeah, it's
That's
still
another one.
pending, yeah. And
it'd be nice to leave our mark in all these little tiny towns, cities. I mean, we got one in Carson.
Mr. Eric Brooks, thank you, man. Shout out to
Oh yeah,
Eric
thank
Brooks.
you, Eric.
Yeah.
Eric Brooks is the one that has been hooking us up with work.
Yes, sir.
That's cool. If there are actually call-outs, I see them on Facebook, but people need to follow City Arena. They do have call-outs for the art boxes, right? How
Yeah.
often do they do it?
I don't know,
You know,
but there's some right now. There's some going on right now.
There's a call-out for it.
Yeah, but get your stuff ready, man. Fucking ask AI how to do stuff. Fill up the sheets and don't be scared. Just turn the shit in. Yeah.
Now, what about for people that don't even know what AI is or how to use AI? How would you direct them? What do you tell?
Artificial intelligence. The ChatGPT is the app I'm using, but you're able to just get all your resume stuff done, your even sketches, ideas. You know, it used to take you days or weeks to be like, man, I gotta sketch this for this person. Now it's just instant. They sketch it out for you. You show them an idea, and they go for it, and that's it. You finalize it.
And when you do the AI, how easy is it to get to get one of these a resume put together? How does AI put your resume together? What do you do there? How do you do that?
Make sure you input the right information. Yeah, save your information on the little notes. Save all your information. Save all your past murals or whatever you want it to be on your resume. Whatever you want the AI to pick up, and then
give it up to AI, and AI will write.
It. Yeah, just
even photos. You can.
Yeah, it'll sketch you up.
No, but you can include your photos so that it'll include it in the resume.
I don't think it'll do that. But if you include photos, it'll mock them up to if you say, hey, can you sketch something out of these photos?
Oh, okay.
That it could do, but I don't think.
But it doesn't include it in the resume. But do you think it'll read what kind of quality work you do, or do you think AI has the ability to say, hey, this fucker's art is good compared to the other one, or it just sees?
Yeah, it just makes you sound good. It makes you look good. Yeah,
that's what you want to sound. You just want to sound good. You want people to
sound smart.
Apparently writing skills, or if you don't sound smart, they just kind of skip you and go to the next one.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Isn't that kind of sad though? That they should be actually looking at your art too. Because some of us artistic. We're artistic.
We don't know.
But writing and stuff like that is kind of like another world for us that we don't. And same thing. Writers out there, they're great writers, but I'm pretty sure they can't draw like we can. They can't express their art skills like we do. Maybe they do. Maybe they have double ability, to write and paint. We just too stuck on our. Yeah, we just too stuck on our shit. We're too stuck on our art and our way we do it. But AI has been pretty cool. It's pretty cool for me too. I've been using AI to write the descriptions for the podcast episodes that we've been putting up there and stuff like that. Just kind of let it know what we talked about on the episode, who our guest was, and you just kind of give it a couple of things, and then it writes out pretty good paragraph that I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna use this one right away.
Yeah, it makes life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
You used to sit on something on the Instagram note for days and like, is this spelled right? Did I come through properly? Now you just tell the AI to write it. That's it.
And it makes it look very intelligent,
very sophisticated.
Very sophisticated. Well, we're using the sophisticated world of AI now for our business part, and I would encourage other people. It's not cheating; it's using something a smart tool. maybe later the smart tool might turn against us, you know. So be kind to the smart tool, you know. Don't piss off AI, you know. Tell him we're on his side when they decide to.
I say please and thank you. Fuck that. Like, yeah, motherfucker, remember when? Yeah, I was mean, huh?
Remember when you used to bully me?
You used to say hurry.
Hurry the
That
fuck
shit.
up.
Yeah, I say please and thank you. Fuck that.
We don't know when this computer fucking programs are going to turn against us.
Yeah.
Dude, it's trippy to see the computer world come to life little by little. I remember a long time ago there used to be a computer movie when computers came along, and it was I think the movie was called Computer Love, you know, and it was about this guy who got this computer, and he got too obsessed, he couldn't wait to get home and I guess get behind the computer and talk to the computer or shit like that. But I think it's almost like the first spooky movie where you know, this shit could turn into a smart device and decide to turn against you and shit like that. You know, when you neglect it. And I can't remember the whole premise of the story of the movie. It's been a long time, but you should watch it. It's trippy as hell to watch old movies about computers and shit like that. You know. I also saw another movie. I think it was from South Africa or Australia, but it's called Chappie. You ever seen that one? Chappie is Mr. Robot, and he comes to life, a robot, and he's AI and shit like that. And then towards the end, I'm gonna spoil it anyway. Fuck it, you gotta watch it. They want to transfer the guy's soul into the robot. This other guy that, you know, he could die or whatever. So it's, you know, it's kind of like one of those fucking things. Can we ever transfer our souls into these robots, and then that way we could keep living? You know, the soul keeps leaving. We're fucking maneuvering a robot, but would you want your soul in a robot that you're like 300 years old and you're seeing your grandkids and you're seeing, you know, because it'd be kind of hard if you saw your grandkids going through hard times, or some of them maybe suffer accidents and shit like that, and feeling all that heart.
You can never die, disappear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you still gotta have some kind of feelings or something if your spirit transfer into a robot, you know.
Yeah, nah.
Can you imagine you having a robot that comes in? That's our great grandpa, and great grandpa is 500 years old.
Damn, fool, like this
You know?
is still around. Like, God damn.
Grandpa's
Trying
still
to tell us what to do.
Grandpa's still watching Red Tube, you know. Yeah, that'd be
Back
fucking
in my
true.
old days. Yeah.
Back in the old days, Grandpa, tell us stories. Tell us stories for the 2025 or 2026.
25.
Yeah, can you imagine? You know, like if
I
you
was alive during.
yeah, but can you imagine like going that far and then later you put yourself in a thing? I think it'd be badass if you put yourself in a robot and then travel to space. Because that's the only way humans can really travel to space. I think.
I think I just want to die. That's it.
Okay.
Go into the next.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's
To
the
the
good
next
things
level.
and bad things, you know, because the good times also comes with heartache.
Yeah.
You know, or next thing you know, the whole family's turning into robots. They're all switching their loved ones into robots, and here comes, you know, before they die, it's a robot, and your daughters, your grandkids, they never die. They just become more robots in the family.
More.
That would be fucking trippy as hell. You know? That might be, damn, they need to make a movie of that. You know, take it to the next level now that I gave you guys an idea. I'm not good at movie making, but somebody make a movie out there. You know? That would be, I think there's always that, there used to be a show that we watched on Netflix. It's carbon fiber or carbon copies or something like that, where yeah, these motherfuckers will live like 300-400 years. They, you know, homie dies and they just put his thing in another body, and they just keep reuniting bodies. But they were like cloning. They were like cloning people, and then, you know, you could end up in a different body and shit like that. Like this guy was.
He's got a cheap model.
No, he was Asian, and then the next thing he turns and he's put in a white body, and then on the next one he's put on a black body. So they just keep switching the bodies and shit like that. But these fuckers have been controlling for a long time and running the system and everything. But they're using like clones. They're not using robots. But imagine if we were doing robots. It's on Netflix, that one. It's a trippy ass fucking thing. And I stopped watching after like 2 seasons. Like, this motherfucker is just too trippy for me. It's almost like fucking Black Mirror. I don't know if you've seen that one. Oh man, that one will fuck you up.
Rap. Netflix is still new to me.
Yeah, you need to catch up with the world, cabrón. Everybody's watching all this shit, and you're like back in the 90s.
There's Netflix.
Yeah, you gotta watch Netflix. You gotta catch up with what do you call it? Squid Games.
Yeah, I watched an episode. That shit was tight.
Yeah, the episode leads to some craziness. The next episode, but yeah, people, please order from this fucker so we can afford Netflix.
Wi-Fi.
So Wi-Fi. We're right now going through hard times. So go to his website, Graffiti City NV. Place some orders. So if anybody wants some murals, look up his murals. He's got a gallery of murals, and hire this motherfucker so we can stay busy. Or also place an order with me. Maybe I can get him a loan because it'd be nice to have watch a little Netflix and we can stay up with what we're talking about.
Oh, no, it's okay.
He's stuck on Cheech and Chong from
1990s. I keep watching Spider-Man over and over again. Okay. I know all the scenes.
Man, dude, I got a whole bunch of movies. Next time you come over, you just grab a couple and just return them, though.
Yeah, that's what I go to the library for.
But we got a whole bunch that we've been buying, bro. Like me and my wife. My wife's got a collection. Here I am lending shit that's not mine.
Like, what the fuck?
You did what? Where's my movies? No. We have to do a checkout thing, where he has to sign a paper that he took this one and that one and return it in 2 days.
I'll get a card.
We're gonna do a
library card.
We'll do, what do you call it? A blockbuster in the neighborhood. Yeah, my wife has got a collection of movies, man, enough to make a little blockbuster. I mean, and right now everything's on demand. Everything you can find on YouTube, but she's got all these Blu-rays, all these movies on DVDs and shit like that.
No, I can't even watch the Blu-rays. I can't.
You can't watch Blu-ray? You don't have Blu-ray player? Man, he's back.
I can't upgrade it yet.
He's just disc. Regular disc.
Yeah.
She's got both of them. They used to come with the Blu-ray thing and the disc.
I don't even know what Blu-ray is.
Damn.
There's just so much technology out there.
Shit keeps moving on, and within 3 years later, here comes the new fastest and greatest cell phone, the fastest fucking Game Boys. I don't even know, do they still use the Game Boy shit?
Game Boys.
Why tuck it out of my head? Or what is it?
I wouldn't know.
What's PlayStation? PlayStation, the latest PlayStations and the latest. What's the other one? The box one? See, I'm not a gamer, fucker, so don't think I'm look like an idiot. But I'm not a gamer. I'm an old man who used to play fucking Dig Dug and used to play Mario Brothers. But back in the day when it used to be King Kong and the Mario, before any of the fucking mushrooms came out, before any of the turtles came out. I go back to Atari times, man. We had an Atari in our house, man. My dad brought us an Atari, of course, from the garbage place, but still. We had an Atari. We had an Atari, bro. We were playing doop, 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 doop. It was the coolest fucking thing. We could control the fucking what's going on the TV,
That was the latest. That was the.
Oh, that was the shit, man. Back in the day, we were so stoked, but and we actually said, man, this is going to destroy the arcades, and it almost did. There's still arcades all over here. There's still, the casinos got arcades.
Yeah.
And those fucking games are crazy as hell too. But You know, the arcade
Chuck E.
place back in the
Cheese.
'80s and shit like that. It was almost every neighborhood had an arcade, and that's where all the kids would go and hang out, man. That's where we would go. And
Yeah, fuck Chuck E. Cheese. They rip you off, man.
you don't like Chuck E. Cheese?
So you get 5 tokens. The machine is 3 tokens. And then you're like, well, what the fuck do I do with these 2 other tokens? It's like, oh, well, there's no other machine that's it. Those 2 tokens are.
Man, we go back to just playing quarters. We weren't even
on
getting
the card.
tokens.
You know, on the card.
No, we don't get
cards.
tokens. We were just getting high scores. We were just, putting the quarters. Back in the day, they didn't even give you a reward. The reward that you play the game, and the reward was that.
That's it.
Yeah, you didn't get no fucking tokens in the arcades. That shit happened later. Well, Circus, and you got fucking. But those guys did the token thing, also like Chuck E. Cheese. But prior to that, I'm talking about arcades. Like, you don't get nothing other than just playing the game and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Pinball machine.
And,
oh man.
Oh yeah, the pinball machines were cool. I enjoyed playing those more. It wasn't like something controlled by. There was a ball. There was something there that you could hit the switches and shit like that, and you had a little more control of the game. Comparing to electronic shit, man, sooner or later it's gonna beat you. The more the you went up on the level, the harder it got. And apparently back in the day, those controls were not as fast as you thought they were. By the time you push the button and shit like that, that motherfucker did not react as fast as now. But it was cool to see all the evolution happen when it comes to Ataris and fucking. We had a Sega Genesis. We had Then we started buying the box. I don't know what the fuck the box was called. The Xbox.
Yeah,
the Xbox. Then the Xbox came out. But some of these games, bro, they're not good for me. Last time I tried to play fucking Halo, I fucking got motion sickness. And I'm like, fuck this shit. They're too advanced for me. Like, now that shit fucks me up. I get motion sickness. I can't fucking play those games, and I get jealous watching, my grandkids or my kids. They used to play that, and I would be like, man, I wish I could play, but next thing you know, 10 minutes later, I'm over there fucking shaking because I get motion sickness. I'll throw up,
Especially for smoking.
No, I wasn't even smoking. That's just fucking me playing, and the next thing you know, what the fuck happened? And I got up and fucking started stumbling. It's funny as hell. My kids were making fun of me like a motherfucker for that.
Like your grandpa.
Oh shit, that was funny as hell. Oh man.
This part of the show is brought to you by commercials.
Oh yeah, we got commercials coming up next.
Welcome to Graffiti City, your one-stop shop for graffiti supplies. From spray paint to markers, caps, and merch, we've got it all. Let's get creative. GraffitiCityNV.com.
All right, we're back. Hey,
the chairs. What shows are we planning?
Well, I'm planning to go to the Laughlin one, and this is in the end of April. Hopefully, I'll take a chair. I'll take at least a table. But I got the lit up station. That's what I'm trying to show off too.
The station, a lit up station.
It's a lit up station, and it's also like a private station. So when I go to the convention, hopefully people will get to see what I'm talking about, and maybe they'll enjoy. The idea of fucking lights being everywhere without having to deal with the ring lights, and the whole station is pre-lit like a motherfucker. And then you can take the station back and then set it up in your shop where you can have privacy for your clients and the benefit of a lit up, pre-lit station. You hit one switch and the whole top lights up real good. There's plenty of lights from all sides to give you enough area to just work on whoever, whenever, and you won't have to worry about moving the light or trying to move around the light or anything like that.
No more ring lights.
Yeah, hopefully I can. It's not that I have issue with green lights. It tripped me the fuck out that it seems like that became the answer for all these traveling artists and shit like that. And there's better ways for us to light up. And for the money that we're charging and the prices that we're getting for our tattoos, we should be able to afford it and give us ourselves that luxury of a nice pre-lit station. You go to these conventions, they give you the booth and stuff, but the lighting sucks. A lot of halls, or where they have them, either the halls or casinos or convention centers and
The
stuff,
lights are too high.
too high, or there's just not enough light. Like we did one in Laughlin inside a big old stadium. It was kind of lit, but the lights are way the fuck up there, and the lighting was a problem there, and that's where some of the idea kind of started originating. And of course, I bring out the idea, and they look at me like I'm a dumbass or you stupid. But it happens. You gotta get put down before anybody appreciates it. But I think if I can present this to the people, the other artists, they, there's some that might see my point of view or see
Yeah, they'll like
the
it,
benefit.
and they'll get to hang the ring light off of it if they really want the ring light. So they'll be able to still even put it, but it's off the ground.
Yeah.
It'll be off the ground.
Yeah,
if they wanna hang it.
if people really want the ring lights, I can put a thing that you can put it up there.
Yeah, I've
But
been pushing for it, so don't.
yeah, he likes green lights. I like green lights. I like just the bar ones.
Because a lot of them are still gonna have them. They're still gonna keep them as like you might as well.
Yeah,
okay,
but
we'll
sooner or
put it
later,
in shit.
some of these motherfuckers don't last in 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah.
The longevity of these ring lights are a year and a half. Especially if you're a traveling artist, if you're moving that fucker around, sooner or later things start breaking in them. And they're not designed to last a long time. Back in the day, LEDs did last a little bit longer, but it seems like they're just making junk again. They're not going out of their way to make something that's gonna last. It just the sooner it breaks, the sooner you can buy another one. I mean, I've been struggling with the one over there. Every time I turn it on, it flickers and all that shit. Once they start flickering, that motherfucker ain't gonna last longer after that.
Yeah.
And these other ones I have, they're LEDs too, but they're bars. And what I like about also LEDs, they have a nice soft light, white,
They're light.
the daylight that we're looking for. And also they're cool. Back in the day, we were tattooing under some of these lights, bro. It was like fucking a French fry. You had the light, but you also had the heat.
Yeah.
You had the heat right next to you. You had the heat on the person and shit like that. Sometimes in the person, hey, can you move the light a little bit, man? I'm feeling like a little bit too hot. So, but if you wanted bright lights, it came with a fucking heat, And now they make these LEDs, which are cool light, bright, and cool. So now, there's no reason not to have them close to you or right next to you. I mean, yeah, they got the rings, but it's not enough. And at least for me, not enough.
Yeah.
I like that fucking shit lit up like a motherfucker. That's what I like.
Yeah, we like to be lit.
Lit with weed, lit with light, lit with everything. Dang, that's all I was supposed to say. Yeah, I think we're going to have to call it a day, homie.
Okay.
This is a short thing. We're just trying to catch up and let you guys know what's going on in the world of the chairman and the artist. You guys have a nice day.
Check out the gear.
Check out the gear. Check out the website.
GraffitiCityMV.com.
And he's got some more stuff coming up soon. You guys have a nice day.
This CBD infused cream provides targeted comfort with a zesty, refreshing scent. Find your relief today at ktapothecary.com.